The USC Dornsife LA Times poll has found that nearly 60% of California's registered voters now favor same-sex marriage.
I've never seen a matter of public policy in all my years in politics and government and academia. I have never seen an issue on which public opinion has shifted so quickly and so dramatically as public opinions on the question of same-sex marriage. It wasn't too long ago that Californians passed Proposition 8, albeit by a very narrow margin. You look at these poll numbers and it's pretty clear that while we don't like to use these polls to predict, that if an initiative like Prop 8 were on the ballot again, it would have a much, much more difficult time passing because of how profoundly public opinion has changed on the question of same-sex marriage.
Now, every region in the state has a majority in favor, except the Central Valley, which is evenly divided, roughly evenly. There were about 2/3 of people who knew somebody who was gay favored same-sex marriage, and about half of those who didn't know anybody were opposed. So there's definitely a correlation with that as well. And we interviewed some respondents, and one woman said, it just makes the issue much more personal for me knowing somebody, and it feels like I'm discriminated against.
But what our polling shows is not only is the change in public attitude driven by generational change, but it's driven by attitudinal change as well. And what I mean by that is that not only are younger voters replacing older voters in the electorate, but older voters who once opposed same-sex marriage are changing their mind. They're changing their opinion in increasing numbers and are now supportive of it. Some of this change is demographic. Just as much of it is attitudinal. And that is really, really interesting information.